Plot twist, venue change. Hey guys, what's up? Sorry for the new digs. I know this is probably shocking and confusing, but we have a toddler that desperately needs a separate room, so please, accept this for what it is. That said, The Overstory, super cool book published last year in 2018, and very interestingly, I was convinced to make the purchase at a small bookstore in Milwaukee while attending a debate tournament. Very interesting book. It's not actually what you think it's about. And you could probably discern that from the back cover, which, you're probably not going to take a screenshot in 1 second. But the gist is this. There are several interweaving stories, and by the end of the book you realize that the book isn't actually about what you think it's about. So take that for what you will. Also, it's not really fiction in the traditional sense, and I can't really say it's fantasy or sci-fi either. It kind of rides the line between all of those. I would say, if I had to choose, that it's environmental fiction with some really intense hyperbole, literary devices, things like that. Without a doubt, regardless of who you are, by probably page 50, you're going to develop a pretty keen appreciation for trees and soil and all kinds of wildernessy stuff. And that kind of leads me to what I think is probably the only flaw in the book, which is to say that if you are very conservative, you're probably going to feel like this is pushing a liberal agenda. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but it definitely does emphasize a lot of environmental themes and conservation-y type issues. So I felt by the end of the book that regardless of who you are, your affiliation, etc., you'd probably think this was a pretty sweet book. That said, it reminds me of a student I once had. I was in middle class, most likely teaching some sort of, macroeconomic theory or some other such nonsense. And this kid in the back, what's his name? Jim, just says, "Shut up," while I'm talking. Of course, Jim would say that. And very interestingly, that moment kind of took me like this book. I was shocked by the outcome and kind of how things worked out and kind of the path it took. So prepare to be, actually astounded by how things go. And also for 2018, this is certainly one of the best books. It won the frickin' Pulitzer Prize. So, that's pretty impressive in and of itself. Absolutely worth your time, and I hope you guys give it a shot and check it out. Otherwise, hope you guys have a great day, and definitely 2 thumbs up. Later. Let that be a lesson to you, John Green.